Hello everybody, D2 here. Welcome back to the channel. Topic today has to do with managing the what I'll call sky segments when shooting in mono using offset filters. Let's get into it. For those of you who already know about using offsets for your filters, that's great. That's what you should be doing if at all possible to maximize the amount of shoot time versus spending all of your time refocusing. Patriot Astro has a great video on setting up offset filters in Nina, which is what we're looking at here. Nina is what I use to do my image capture. I'm going to look at a couple examples using offsets on how to plan out your night depending on what I'll call sky segments. Segments meaning if you cut this shoot into various segments of time for combinations of filters. So here we have M31 in an ideal state where centered on the night, and you can shoot a rotation of LRGB the entire night to get average sky quality across all your filters. That's an initial strategy if you don't know how to do advanced techniques. But a lot of people like to get their best luminance quality at the very top of the target. So say the center 4 hours of this target, if I wanted to focus on luminance, I could do that with an advanced sequence, starting off with the RGB sequence here. For this segment, I have it set to shoot until 11 o'clock. So if I wanted 11 to 3 o'clock, that would be 4 hours. The target's centered on 1 a.m. roughly. So if I said I want 4 hours of luminance, then I would start off with loop until 11 o'clock, military time here, 2300. Shoot RGB in sequence one after another, and I'm dithering at the end. Then at 11 o'clock, we switch to luminance. And in this next segment, we're going to shoot till 3 a.m. Again, it's military time. Shoot my luminance in sequence. It's going to dither every frame. If you don't want to dither every frame, you could change your number of exposures to however many you want before it dithers, and then it'll catch it on when it loops back. So this will go till 3 a.m. and then it switches over to another sequence for RGB at the tail end of the target. So I'm capturing RGB at the beginning and end, where it's lower in the sky, it's lower priority for the stars, and we're really looking for the detail for the luminance. So that's one strategy for prioritizing luminance on an LRGB. You can do the same thing with a narrow band. Instead of just luminance, you put SHO, and you would prioritize those center 4 hours. I usually like to have an hour and a half to 2 hours of RGB stars. So I can put my RGBs, keep those in the beginning if this were, say, the Lion Nebula, and it were centered, and then catch the rest of your RGB time at the end. And you could do that for several nights, or you could just do it one night to get your RGB and then switch over and do an SHO the entire target. So that's one strategy. Another strategy comes up when maybe your target is not centered on the night and you don't have both sides to shoot from. Same strategy, but you're going to focus more time on the tail of the target for your RGB. So I would put my full 2 hours on the right side of this target, and we got from roughly 4 o'clock, I would go from 2 to 4, and then I would start off with the sequence being till 2 o'clock. We have SHO captures, again in offsets. We get good average across that sky quality, because the sky quality will vary throughout the time. And then at 2 o'clock, we switch over and do RGB stars until dawn. And mine's also looking for the horizon. So if it hits horizon or dawn first, it will stop shooting. So that's how I set up my shoots. I do vary from time to time. Sometimes I'll just do LRGB the entire sequence, depending on how high in the sky the target is and where it ends. Sometimes I'll prioritize luminance in the middle or the beginning if it's something like this target. That's all I have for today. If you like this video, please watch some of my others. It really helps the channel. More people watching. Subscribe if you want to be notified of new videos. Until next time, take care.